So today basically we are going to deal with lists, and once we declare a list, then we are going to basically perform some kind of operations, maybe logical operations or boolean operations, doesn't matter. But basically we are going to execute operations on the strings, lists. So to begin with, let me assume there is a list named lst. So at first we are going to execute operations on a list containing numbers. Then we will proceed with list containing strings, list of strings. Okay, but at first we are going to execute the operations on list of numbers. So I am going to assume that there is a list of numbers named lst1, and the list contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the list. Now for example, we are going to execute an operation which is addition. We are going to add, suppose we are going to add 5. Okay, 5 to each and every element of the string as a list. So 1 plus 2, 1, what we are going to execute? At first it will execute 1 plus 5, then next element which is 2 plus 5, then 3 plus 5, 4 plus 5. This is how it is going to execute, right? So at first it is going to take 1 plus 5, 2 plus 5, 3 plus 5, 4 plus 5, and so on. But in this case we have taken 9 elements, so it doesn't hamper that. But what if the list contains hundreds of numbers, or maybe thousands of numbers? Then there will be a problem, right? If the operations happen sequentially. What is sequentially? As I mentioned, that in normal case, what will happen? 1 plus 5, then next element, it will move to next element, 2 plus 5, and it will write 7, then 3 plus 5, 4 plus 5. This is the way it will proceed, right? So this is sequentially, from first element to the last element, it will proceed this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 9. Now this will take much more time. So what we can achieve, right? What we can execute? We can execute parallelization. What is parallelization? Basically, parallelization is, as the name suggests, sequentially. Something is happening sequentially versus something is happening parallelly. What does it mean? The operations are happening sequentially versus, if I ask you, the operations are happening sequentially versus the operations are happening parallelly. What comes immediately? What strikes in your mind? Operations happening sequentially means, as I mentioned, that it will start with the first element, then proceed to second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, this way. If there are n elements, then it will execute sequentially. Separately, the nth element will be, the operation will be performed on the nth element, 1 to nth element, right? Now in case of parallelization, as the name suggests, the operations will be executed parallelly, which means when the operation is being executed on the first element, simultaneously the operation will be executed on second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, till 9, which means till nth element. If there are n elements, operations will be executed simultaneously on all the n elements. This will take much lesser time, right? Less time, right? So obviously, if we are performing any operations on the list, it is better to parallelize the string list. Okay, so it is better to parallelize this list. So how can we parallelize this list? Okay, let me write. Okay, RDD. Okay, let me tell you, when you are dealing with data in PySpark, we can perform the operations in two ways. There can be two approaches. One is RDD, another one is data frame. Okay, data frame one is better than RDD in most of the cases, but at first we begin with RDD. So I'm starting with RDD, and once we proceed, well, we will be dealing with data frames. Okay, data frame operations. Okay, so this is RDD. RDD equals to SC. What is SC? Oh, sorry. 1 second, I forgot to. No. Okay. I have already declared SC. You can see what is SC. SC is basically Spark context conf equals to conf. So SC is basically defining the Spark context. Okay. So whenever we are assigning this variable, or we are calling this variable SC, means we are basically referring to Spark context. Okay. So RDD equals to SC dot parallelize what? Sorry, I've written parallelized. Okay, parallelize what? LST1, isn't it? So I parallelized the date. I've already parallelized the list LST1. Now what I am going to do? I'm going to print this string also, this list also. Why? Because so that in output you can see, you can see that okay, this was the input, this was the input list, and now after we have performed these operations, this is the output list. Okay, so this comparison is also required. So let me write raw data. Okay, I've just written raw data. Okay. Now you may ask that okay, you have already declared the list, and after that you are writing print raw data. Why? Because after that we are going to, we haven't printed this list, right? So after this we will be printing this list. Okay, now let me give a blank. Print blank means it will bring, basically it will skip one line. It will print a blank line, and after that it will iterate. Okay, so print LSTR1, right? LSTR1. So the list was LSTR1. Now what we will do, we will basically perform the operation. Now at first I have given one example, right? That is addition operation, which is the basic one, right? Addition, subtraction. It may be addition or subtraction or multiplication or division. Everything we are going to execute, but let me start with addition. Okay, at first let me consider this list as add LSTR1. LST1. In case of list of strings, I'll consider LSTR1. STR means it will refer to string. So in case of normal strings or list of numbers, let me assume it is LST1. That is better. So okay, now what I'll do, I'll basically I'll perform an addition operation. Now how can we perform the addition operation? RDD, as I told you, we are going to proceed with RDD approach first. Okay, so RDD dot what? I've already parallelized the data as RDD equals to SC parallelized LST1. which means I have already, using RDD approach, I have parallelized the list of numbers LST1. Now I can perform operations, addition operations on each and every element of the string simultaneously. That is the advantage. Okay, so there can be two types of operations. Okay, first one is map, and second one is basically, first one is map, and okay, there is another reference code. Let me show you. Okay, so that you can see. Okay, what you can see, there is map and there is filter. One is filter, the other is map. Okay, let me remove this one, otherwise you will think that okay, so what is map? Map refers to the operations in which when you perform the operation, it will execute, it will be performed on each and every element of the string, each and every element of the list. And in case of filter, it is not going to execute on each and every element. Initially it will perform on each and every element, but it is going to print only a few, or maybe if the condition doesn't suffice, or if the condition doesn't satisfy, then it will print a blank string. Okay, or it will throw an error. Okay, so in case of map, the operation will be performed on each and every element of the string, a list, and it will print the output for each and every element. But in case of filter, as the name suggests, filter means what? It will not pass all the elements, right? It will not pass all the elements. It will pass only a few elements which will satisfy the condition. For example, if I say only print those elements which are greater than 3, okay, which are greater than 3. So basically 1 and 2 will not get printed, right? Even 3 will not get printed, because I have mentioned 3 greater than 3, not greater than equal to 3. So 1 to 3 is not going to be printed. From 4 till 9, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to be printed. So in this case we will apply filter, not map. But in case of map, it will execute on each and every element simultaneously, and it will print the output for each and every element, right? So this is the difference. So as we are going to perform addition, on each and every element. So 1 plus 5, 2 plus 5, 3 plus 5, so on, and till 9 plus 5. So it is going to be map. Now if we are proceeding with RDD approach, there is a syntax for performing operations. We use lambda operations. Okay, this lambda term is very important. Lambda. So map RDD.map in bracket lambda x. You may say, where is x? X is basically one variable, and this x is not going to change. Okay, you can name your string, or your list of strings or list of numbers, anything, maybe L1, L2, L3, LST1, LSTR1, list1, it doesn't matter. You can assign any name, but x is going to be same. Okay, x is going to stay like this. Okay, so we are going to perform x plus 5, right? X means the element. It is iterative, right? In for loop, what we do? In for loop, you can assign anything, but let me tell you that in for loop, what you do? For loop or while loop, what you do? You randomly take one variable, may it be I or j or m or n, anything, you assign an initial value, right? And then you mention, the second part is what you mention, how it is going to iterate, right? It may be I plus 1, I plus or I plus 1. So each time it iterates, it will increase by one value. And next is how many times it is going to execute, or right? So in that case, you mention the maximum value of n, x, sorry, I. You mention I, the last value, or the last value, or the ultimate value of n, I is going to be n. So this loop is going to be executed nth times, and under that for loop, you mention the value of n, right? Okay, sorry. In this case, I have mentioned n, but you can write, if you want to execute it 100 times, you can write I equals to 100. From I equals to 1, sorry, I am from 0, I equals to 0 till I equals to 100, you are going to execute, and each time it is going to increase by one value, right? So in lambda also, in this case also, x refers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, everything. Even if it is 100 elements, doesn't matter. X refers to each and every element of the list. Okay. So it is going, basically it is referring to all the numbers inside this list. Now let me execute the operation, which is x plus 5, lambda x colon x plus 5. Simple. Okay. Now we are going to print in the same way. So let me just copy it and edit it. Okay, I have copied it, and as it is addition, let me rename it as ADD data. Okay, print lstr1. No, we are not going to execute lstr1. We are going to execute what? Not lstr1. No. Oh, sorry, I mentioned lstr1. Okay, it would throw error. Okay, lst1, the variable is lst1, ADD lst1, right? So this is the variable we are going to print, lst1. Okay, now everything is done. So let me execute this code. I don't think it is going to throw any error. No spelling mistake. So okay, no spelling mistake, no syntax error. So okay, it is definitely going to print the output as expected. Yeah. Okay. So what happened? RDD is okay. RDD sc.parallelize is lstr1. Okay. I don't think it is wrong. lst1. Okay. Map x plus 1 okay, x plus 5. Okay. What happened? I have executed x plus 5 on each and every element. RDD map lambda. Okay, this is also okay. As you can see, it has printed the raw data, but what happened to the add data? Did I miss anything? Unverified context? No, I haven't mentioned any unverified context. Okay, sorry. Now I know what is the mistake. Okay, so basically dot collect. Okay, now it is going to execute. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, it has already printed the output, right? Properly it has printed the output. So if you want to segregate the raw data and add data, so you can basically print another blank here, it will basically separate the output. Yes, it is better to print another blank here. It will skip another line, so from raw data to add data, it will be separate. Yeah, now it looks better. Now for example, if you want to add 100, you can basically add 100 here, right? Instead of 5 you can print 100. So what will happen? 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 400 plus 500 plus 600 plus 700 plus 800 plus 9 will be executed simultaneously. Now let me print it again, and you will get what is the expected output. We are going to get 101, 102, 103, 104, 105 till 109. So let us see whether we are getting the expected output or not. Yeah, we are getting the expected output, right? Fine. Now for example, we are executing, so you have already understood that it doesn't matter even if it is 1000, 10,000 or 1 lakh or million or crore or billion, doesn't matter. Okay, now as we have executed the addition operation, let me execute the subtraction also. So in case of subtraction, we are going to consider the string name as sub lst1. Okay, and okay, let me rename. Okay, at first let me assign minus value here, minus. So if you assign -1, it will be a negative value, right? It will be a negative value. So let me -1 first. Okay, -1, as we have taken from 1 to 9, 1 till 9. So let me assign 1 first, then we will proceed with greater numbers. And now from in case of ADD, let me write as sub lst1, because we have assigned the variable lst1. We have named the variable sub lst1 in this case. Okay, and in case of instead of ADD, let me write sub data. Okay, now execute. It is being recorded, right? Yep, it is being recorded. Fine. Okay. So we have subtracted 1. Now let me subtract 100 in that same way. Okay. Now let us execute this and see whether it is printing the negative number or not. Okay. All the outputs will be negative, right? -99, -98, -97, -96, 97, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91. This is the expected output. Everything will be minus. Okay, from -99 to -91. Yeah, so you can see you can easily perform addition or subtraction with any value, doesn't matter. Okay, now let us execute multiplication here. So in case of multiplication, let me consider this string as lst1, mul mst lst1 mul st1 equals to, okay, let me type it again. Okay, RDD, as much as you type, you will get more comfortable. Okay, so mul st1 equals to RDD map lambda, sorry, one second, lambda x dot x. What we are going to execute? X in times 5, x times 5. Okay, so we are going to execute x times 5. So I have written 65, doesn't matter. Okay, x plus x times 5, right? So this is multiplication. Now what we will do, we will basically print, one second. Okay, yeah, so we are basically going to print mul str or mul lst1, sorry, or mul lst1. Okay, and this is also multiplication data, multiplied data, or mul data, mul data. Okay, now let us print it. Okay, let us print it again. What happened? Mul lst1 is okay. Okay, sorry, I forgot to remove the cell. Yeah. Okay, fine. So from 5 till 45 I've executed. Sorry. So from 1 till 9 the multiplication has been executed. Okay, right? So we are getting, basically, as we are multiplying with 5, we are getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20, 30, 35, 40 and 45. That is what is expected, right? Now let me multiply with 100 also. Let me show you. The output will be much greater than that, but okay, much greater than the previous ones. So the okay, let us think. What will be the first output? 100 times 100, 200 times 2, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 till 900. Okay, now let us see whether we are getting the exact output or not. Okay, so we are getting this expected output. So we haven't made any error or mistake. LST1, deep LST1 equals to what? RDD dot map lambda x colon x division. You know how we divide, right? X divided by what? X divided by what? 2. Now print it again. Okay, and in case of instead of mul, we are going to write div, div. We are going to write div. Okay, and here also let me write div. Okay, lst1 dot collect. Okay, division, divide the division data. So what will be the output? Let us think first. Dividing by 1, 2. So 1 divided by 2 means 0.5. 2 divided by 2 means 1. 3 divided by 2 means 0.75. 4 divided by 2 means 2. 5 divided by 2 means 2.5. And till 9. 9 means 9 divided by 2 means 4.5. So let us see whether we are getting that or not. Okay, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4, 4.5. Okay, so we are getting the expected output now. Okay, fine. Now let us divide with 100 also. Let us divide with 100 also. Replace it with 100. Now again print. So what we are going to get, okay. Did I remove anything? Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, nice. So what we are going to get now, 1 divided by 100 means 0.01, 2 divided by 100 means 0.02, 3 divided by 100 means 0.03, and so on. So 0.0009, sorry, 0, yes, 0.09. The last element will be 0.09. Yeah, so we are getting 0.1, 0.01, 0.02, 0.3, 03, and so on till 0.09. So addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division we have already executed. Now what else we can do? As I mentioned, we can proceed with filter now. What is filter? Filter basically, as I mentioned one example, which is x greater than 3. So let us proceed with that one first. Okay, so field1, let us assign the variable field1 equals to what? RDD dot, in this case what I mentioned, this is not mapping, right? This is filtering. So this is going to be filter. Now filter what? In the same way, lambda, one second, okay, lambda x colon x greater than what? X greater than 3. We are going to perform this one. This filter we are going to perform. Now here also I am going to write same thing. Field data. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, field data, and okay, done. Now this is also going to be field data. This is also going to be field data. Sorry, not field data. What about? Okay, field1. I've assigned the value field1. Field1 dot collect, right? Collect. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So now let us print it. Yeah, print it now. And what will be the expected output? The expected output is going to be 1 no, 2 no, 3 no. These are not greater than 3. So the output is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So let us see whether we are getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or not. Okay, scroll. Field data, yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are getting the expected output, right? Now let me take another value. Okay, let us execute less than value. Okay, less than filter field. It is going to be field2, right? Field2 equals to RDD dot filter. RDD dot filter what? Lambda x colon x less than how much? Less than 7, for example. Less than 7. So what will be the expected output? 1 yes, 2 yes, 3 yes, 4 yes, 5 yes, 6 yes, 7 no, 8 no, 9 no. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 is going to be the expected output. Now let me print it. Okay, let me print it manually. There's something wrong. If I try to edit it again, let me now. Okay, field2 data. Okay, field1. Let me write field1 here. Field1. Okay, again I have to write. Okay, field to data. Yeah. So okay. Now field to data. Print a blank here, and then print what? We're going to print field 2 here, right? Field 2, not field 2, field 2. Okay, we're going to print field 2 dot collect. So this is going to be our output, and now print another blank line so that we can segregate the outputs, right? Okay, fine. Now let us execute this one. It will take a little bit of time. Okay, that totally depends on your system, your configuration of the system. For older versions it is going to be, it will going to take much longer. Okay, what happened? 7 less x less than 7 I have executed. What happened? Okay, the filter spelling is wrong. Okay, I have to execute it again. I have to write it again. Filter, okay, filter is right. Now lambda x. In hurry I have written wrong. No problem. In code also let us put one blank here, blank line here. What's wrong? Why? Oh, there is something wrong. Why can't we edit the code? Shit, there's something wrong. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we're getting 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the expected output. These are the values which are less than 7, right? Now what we can do, greater than I have performed, less than I have performed. Now what else I can do? Let us check whether we can perform group both greater than equal to both greater than and less than simultaneously or not. Okay, field, I'll tell you at first I'll execute it in a wrong way, okay, and then I'll tell how to execute it properly in a correct way. So lambda x colon what? Let us consider the same thing, okay, greater than 3 and less than 7, which is 4 5 6. So let us consider that only 3. If I write like this, greater than 3 x less than 7, and then execute. Let us see whether we are getting the expected output or not. Okay, print what? We are basically going to print field 3 data, and then okay, close the bracket, and then print and blank line so that we can segregate the data. Now print another line, okay, which is print the output, right? Field 3, yes, field 3 dot collect print blank, right? Print blank. Now okay, Let us execute it. These are basically all the filters we are executing right now. After filter, we will proceed with the strings, list of strings. Yeah. So 4, 5, 6 we are getting, right? Now, so this works. If you write 3 in between if you want to retrieve the values in between 3 and 7, the values which are greater than 3 and less than 7, then you can write like this in similar way: 3 to 7, 3 greater than x greater than, sorry, 3 less than x less than 7, in that way. Or else you can, what you can do, you can perform the AND operation, which is AND, not AND. Yes, you can perform the AND operations also, right? Which is x less than 3 and x less than 7. Why AND? If you execute OR operation, what will happen? What will happen? Okay, let us demonstrate it first. Okay, field 4 equals to RDD dot, obviously filter, this is going to be filter, RDD filter lambda x, what, x greater than 3, the first one, x greater than 3, and now we are executing the AND operation, x and what, x less than 7. This is what we are going to execute. Fine. Now, okay, what we'll do at first, we will oh, okay, sorry, at first we are going to print field 4, I know we could have written in a better way, right? Like in case of less than 1, greater than 1, I could write greater data, less data, and greater less data. In that way we could write, but okay, no problem, no worries. Okay, now let us print a blank line to segregate the data. Now again we are going to, what we are going to print, we are going to print the output, which is filt4 dot collect. Yes, this is going to be the output. Now print blank. Okay, fine. Now let us see whether this AND operation is getting executed properly or not. I think it will work absolutely fine. Even you can perform greater than equals to, less than equals to also. I'll perform after that one after this. So we are getting the expected output, right? Now let us perform the, what I have already mentioned. Let us perform the odd one also. Okay, let us see whether we're getting any error or not. We should not get any error, but what is the output? Let us see. In case of OR, lambda x colon x, what I have written, x greater than, yes, x greater than 3, or in case of AND we are going to writing or x less than 7. Yeah, this is what we are going to execute. As you can see, there is no error. Okay, no syntax error. If there is any syntax error, it will show in a red color. Okay, there. The yellow ones are just warnings. Don't bother about that. even if there is no error, it okay, well, let me execute it first. Okay, fill okay, fill data, fill 5 data. This is fill 5, right? Field 5, yes. So this is fill 5 data, yeah. So fill 5 data we are going to print. Now print a blank line to segregate the data. Yes, now print the output here, which is basically field, yes, field 5 dot collect, right? To dot collect, yep. So after that we are going to print the blank lines. Yes, we are going to print the blank line. This blank line is basically not required right now, but after that I'll be executing in other operations, right? So I've already written the blank line so that we can segregate the outputs. Yeah, okay. Now see what happens to this one. The condition is x greater than 3 and or not and or x less than 7. Now see what will happen. Now I'll tell why we are getting all these values. Now see the output. What happened? I've written x greater than 3 or x less than 7. What it is saying? Okay, sorry, the filter spelling is wrong. Okay, sorry. Oh, I have to write it again. Lambda, no problem, no worries. Lambda x less than greater than 3 greater than 3 or x less than 7. Okay, now print it. Okay, now what happened? Field 5 I have executed field 5 collect. Okay, this print is wrong. Okay, sure, yeah. Now it is okay. Now it is okay. Python is case sensitive. Okay, so even if you write one letter in uppercase instead of lowercase, it will throw error. Field 5 data, okay, fine. Field 5, I don't think there is any error, but let me see. Okay, this gap is not required, right? Lambda x, okay. Again execute. I don't think that is the error. What happened? Unresolved out reference RDD. What? Are you kidding? Okay. At first, let me remove this line. Okay. This whole part. Let me remove this whole part. Yeah. Now execute. Oh. Ctrl Z. Okay, let me. Now execute. Okay. Unexpected indent. Where? I don't think there is any indentation related to it. Something is wrong, but I don't know where. The code is absolutely fine. That's what I can tell. I've also removed the last part, right? So till this part, filter 5 4 I have already executed. Then why is it throwing error? Where? Let me okay, let us check where the error is. Okay, debug. What's wrong, man? What's wrong? Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'll be. ओ मेरे जीवन साथी, तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग है. But where is the error? Okay. This indent is not required. Why? as I have put, I have, okay, let us see whether we are getting the correct output or not. We know there is no error, but okay, let us see. Till now there is no error. Now again print it. Okay, remove this one. So till field 4 there is no error. In case of field 5 we were getting some error. Again, unresolved RDD. Why? Come on. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, as I mentioned, x greater than 3 or x less than 7. What does it mean? X greater than 3 means 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and less than 3, 7 means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, these three values are in between 3 and 7. So 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, these three values are common in between these two conditions, right? In case of x greater than 3 also we are getting 4, 5, 6, and in case of x less than 7 also we are getting this error output, right? So this is why we are getting this error. This kind of overlapping, right? These three values. So what we can do, we can take something which will not contradict in this way. Okay, so what we can do, instead of less than, we can write, instead of greater than, we can write less than 3. Now this contradiction is not going to happen, right? So 1, 2, less than 3 is going to be 1, 2, and less than 7 is going to be 4, 5, 6. Oh no, again there will be error. Sorry, again there will be contradiction. Now what we can do, we can basically write greater than 5. This is not going to throw any error. What happened, bro? Install RDD package. Why? LST1 I have already written. Why? This is the same list, right? Where is it? There are 3 errors. Did I write anything wrong? Comma is expected. Why? Come on. Okay. Come on. Shit. Okay. As I was editing, this x colon got removed. Shit. This is nonsense. Totally nonsense. So, okay. X less than 3 and x greater than. Okay, execute the same. Let us execute the same thing again. X greater than 3 or x less than 7. Now let us see what does it print. Okay, ideally we should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 till 9. That the value is till 9, right? So ideally we should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 also, because it is greater than 3, right? Greater than 3 is 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9, and less than 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. as it is OR, so if any of the condition gets satisfied, it will print the output. So basically we are going to get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. All the elements will be there, because greater than 3 satisfies the condition from 4 to 9, and the less than 7 satisfies the condition from 1 to 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 4 5 6 7 8 9. 4 5 6 is common, and 1 2 3 satisfies the second condition. 1 2 3 satisfies the second condition, and 7 8 9 satisfies the first condition. That is why we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, because it is OR. Even if only one condition satisfies, it will generate output, right? Now field 6 equals to what we are going to execute. We are basically going to execute greater than and less than equals to. Let us not execute it multiple times, just let us include in one sentence only. Okay, now let me write. We will write in both the fashions, in this way also and in this way also. Okay, now RDD print filter lambda. At first let us write lambda x colon. This part is for sorted. Now 3 greater than equal to x less than equal to, was it less than equals to? Yes, it was less than equals to 7. Okay, no error, no syntax error at least. Okay, now let us print what? Print fill. Okay, fill not field not triggered, field 6 data, field 6 data. Yeah, I printed this one. No. Okay, now print blank to segregate the data. Now after that print, now we are going to print the output. Field 6 dot collect. Yeah, this is output we are going to print. Okay, print blank. Now fine, now let us execute. Okay, sorry. Okay, let us execute this one. No syntax error at least. Now let us see whether we are getting the expected output or not. Yeah, okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, as you can see, the 5 is throwing error. Why? The 5 already we have executed. Why is it throwing error? Field 6, yes. Lambda x colon 3 7, yes. Okay. No syntax error at least, but pipeline RDD object has to attribute collect. Yes, I have written collect. Okay, the spelling was wrong. Sorry. Instead of collect, I have written collect. But it should have been syntax error, right? I don't know why they didn't mention that. Initially it seemed that there is no error, syntax error. Everything was in yellow and green. No red warning, which means that there is no syntax error at least. But I don't know. There was syntax error. Maybe they considered it as some variable, collect. But okay, so we are getting the output, expected output 1 2 3. What we're getting? 1 2 3. No, this is not the expected output. I have written okay, sorry. Yes, it is the expected output, because I have mentioned 3 greater than equals to x and 7 less than equals to x. No, no. So this is wrong. This is totally wrong. So wrong output we are getting, right? If it is okay. I have inverted the output sign. Sorry. This one is going to be extremely sorry. I have to write it again. Three less than x, less than equals to x, less than equals to x, and what? And greater than equals to 7. No, x is less than equals to, less than equals to 10, right? But that way only. Yep. Now let us print it. Now it should not throw any error. Did I write capital X? Okay. This small x. It's not capital X, this small x. Okay, caps lock was 1. Less than equals to 7. No problem. Now let us print. Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is a Khatara keyboard, okay, so sometimes it hurts. So 3 4 5 6 7, this is the output we are getting. This is the expected output, right? As it is less than equal to 3, so 3 will be included. 3 less than equals to x, right? Which means 3 will be included. So x is basically 3 less than equals to x means x greater than equals to 3. This is the same thing. And x less than equals to 7 means what? 8 and 9 will be excluded and everything else will be considered here, right? Filtered out. Now, as this is the AND condition, 3 less than equals to x less than equals to 7 means this is the AND condition. This is not OR condition. Or both the conditions should satisfy. So 1 2 is not going to be printed. Though it is less than equals to 7, but it is not going to be printed. And 8 9 is not going to be printed, as though it is greater than equals to 3, because both the conditions should satisfy, and 3 4 5 6 7 satisfies both the conditions. 1 2 and 8 9 does. 1 2 doesn't satisfy the greater than equals to 3 condition, and 8 9 doesn't satisfy the other condition. Okay, now field, let us write the same condition in the another way, which is the AND operation. RDD dot filter, RDD filter lambda x colon x what is it, x greater than, I think greater than equals to, yes, x greater than equals to, x greater than equal, oh come on, x greater than equals to 3 and x less than, we are going to print the same thing, is x less than equals to 7. Yep, using AND operator I'm executing that one. Okay, the same thing. So print field 7, this is going to print field 7, field data 7, field 7 data, field 7 data. Oh, again caps lock was one on, I think. No. Field 7 data. Okay, field 7 data. Yeah. So after that we're going to print a blank here, blank space. Now we're going to print the what is it? The output, right? So field 7 dot collect. This we are going to collect the output. Now print it. Print a blank space so that we can segregate the next output. Now I think it's been already 1 hour, more than 1 hour. Yes. We can proceed up to concatenation, but it will take little more than 1.5 hours, because filter part we have already executed. This is done. This is already done. The concatenation part will take maybe around 20 minutes, hardly 20 minutes. And if time permits, then we can execute that one also. The filter one I'll execute, and after that, what else we can execute? Okay, let us see. Yeah, 3 4 5 6 7, we are getting the same output now. Now let me divide it. Okay, yeah. Now the list of numbers we have already executed. So okay, is there any space in between? Yeah. So here we can write list list of numbers, list of numbers we have executed. Now what we are going to execute, we are going to basically execute list operations on list of strings, right? List of strings. This is what we are going to execute right now. Yep. So we have to take another output now. LSTR, let us consider it LSTR 1. Okay, list of strings. Yeah. Now let me show you how we write the list of strings, right? Yep. Let me show you. Yep. So this is the way we write list of strings. In case of numbers, we don't need this inverted comma, right? This quotation is not required. But if it is a list of strings, in case of strings, you have to mention it with the quotation one. Okay, this is the only difference. Everything else is the same. Okay, the RDD operations and the filter mapping, everything will be same. Nice. Okay, so now let me assume that there is a string which includes what? Let me write my name. Okay. Yep. Now there is another one which is maybe another name, Raja. Maybe let us take another name which is maybe what? Arsenal. Arsenal. This space is not required. Okay, Arsenal FC. Let us write it Arsenal FC, football club, Arsenal FC. Now let us take Barcelona. Another one, let us take Barcelona. Barcelona FC. Again write FC. Okay, FC. Again write East Bengal FC. Okay, East East Bengal FC, right? Oh, East Bengal FC, right? C should be in capital. It looks better. So okay, now lstr1, the first list of strings we have taken. First two are name of the person, and second, third, fourth, and fifth one are club names. But that doesn't matter. These are the 5 strings we have taken, right? Now at first, what do we have to do? If at first we have to, you have to keep in mind that at first we have to parallelize the string, parallelize the list. If you don't parallelize the list, then what will happen? Basically, each and every the operation will be executed on each and every element sequentially. It will take the first element, after execution it will go to the second, then third, and then fourth, and so on. But in case of parallelization, the operations will be executed parallelly, which means the operations will be executed on each and every element simultaneously, right? So at first we are using RDD now, not data frame. So RDD equals to what? lstr1 dot parallelize, right? Parallelize. Oh, sorry, one second. Yes, no. That will be sc dot parallelize. Oh, parallelize, okay. Parallelize what? lstr1. So we are going to parallelize this list of strings, right? Done. Now let us print our input string also, right? Raw data. I like the same thing, raw data. Print raw data. Now okay, now print blank space. Okay, there can be another blank space also. Yes, now we are going to print the output, not output, the input, sorry, the input. After parallelization it will print, but no, after not required. After parallelization also not required. So we are basically going to print the output, input, the input string, list of strings we are going to print now. Okay, now we are going to perform the first operation, which is a concatenation operation. What is concatenation? Basically, we can add, maybe think about something. Okay, there is a JBL headphone in front of me, so we can concatenate space JBL, okay, a space after the JBL with each and every element of the string, right? Okay, so what we will do, concat, as it is concatenation, con1, we're going to write con1 equals to what? Con1 equals to basically RDD dot map. Why is it map? Because concatenation is going to be performed on each and every element of the list, or each and every strings of the list, string inside contained in the list or inside the list, right? It is going to concatenate with the first 2 names also, and after the Arsenal FC it will be concatenated. So Arsenal FC space JBL, Barcelona FC space JBL, East Bengal FC space JBL. This is how it is going to be performed. This is the expected, what we can say, this is what we are expecting right now. Yep. So x lambda x, map lambda x colon x, right? X can denote the strings also. It can denote any element, any kind of element inside a list. So lambda x colon x. Now what we are going to execute? X plus plus is used for concatenation. If it is a number, it is going to add, it is going to be used for addition. It is going to be used to add another number to the existing one. And in case of string, it is going to be used to concatenate another string, right? So basically we are going to concatenate what? JBL. Space is not required. Okay, let us put a space also, right? Yes, this is what we are going to execute right now. Con1. Now print our blank space. After that, print that blank space was not required. Oh, one second. Okay. Shit. Okay. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with this interface right now. I'm sorry that this ID right now. Even if I press the enter, it doesn't skip the line. So that is why every time I have to print the same thing, keep repeating the same thing. Oh no. Yes, now okay. So this is going to be the con1, right? Con1 data. Con1 data. This concatenation 1 data, concatenation 1. Okay. Now print another blank space. Now print the output. What is the output? The output is basically what? Con1 dot collect. We have to collect the data. Yeah. No. Yes. Now print the blank space. Yep. Okay. Done. Now each and every element should be concatenated with space JBL. Let us see. It should be Shubhayu space JBL, Raja space JBL, Arsenal FC space JBL, Barcelona space JBL, East Bengal FC space JBL. Okay. Yep. So this was the raw data. This was the input data. So Raja is Arsenal FC, Barcelona FC, Barcelona. Okay, in Barcelona I've written 2 C's, which is not required. Yep. The next time it will print correctly. Okay. Barcelona FC and East Bengal FC. Now I have concatenated JBL space JBL with each and every element. Now see Shubhayu JBL, Raja space JBL, Arsenal FC space JBL, Barcelona FC JBL, and East Bengal FC JBL. So we are getting the expected output now. Now we are going to re-execute it first. Okay, as the Barcelona spelling was wrong. No. Okay. Now we can check whether we can concatenate any number with the string or not. Okay. I must tell you that it will work. Why? Because string may contain anything. String may contain anything. It may be alphabet or maybe any number. Doesn't matter. It is alphanumeric, right? It can contain anything. Even it can contain any symbol also. Doesn't matter. String can contain anything. But you have to. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Map lambda. Let me show you first what we can do and what we cannot do. Concatenate what? 2. Is it going to be executed? No. No. It is not going to be executed. Why? Because it is a string. So even if you add 2, what you can do? You can basically plus s. Inside inverted comma you can write 2. This is absolutely fine. This is absolutely fine. Okay, sorry, one second. Accidentally I printed. I've written small capital X. Okay. Now let us write x plus 2. Is it okay? Okay, let us print it first, okay. Then see what happens. Print what? Con2 data print con1 dot collect con1 dot collect print. Yeah, okay, let us print it here. Okay, now easily we can print. This print is not required. I don't know why I have written so many times. Not required. This is not required at all. It doesn't hamper, but there will be 2 spaces, right? So the gap will be much more. Now see. Okay. So as you can see, it is throwing an error, right? It is throwing an error because we are basically trying to concatenate or add an integer to a string, which is not going to happen, right? You cannot add an integer to a string. But what if I write like this, space 2, yeah, like this? Now it is going to be executed properly. Absolutely fine. It is going to be absolutely fine because the 2 will be concatenated with the space 2 will be concatenated with the element. It is not addition, it is concatenation. This is fine. So you need to keep in mind what you can do and what you cannot do. You can add, subtract, multiply, or even divide integer with another integer. That is fine. Data type is important. You can concatenate string with another string, but you cannot add an integer to a string. That is not going to happen. So to Jaja to Arsenal FC2. So this is how it got executed, right? Now what else we can do? We can basically somehow it got executed, but it should have been concatenation 2. I have written the same thing. Same variable I have declared 2 times. No problem. So con3 is going to be what? RDD.map. It is also going to be map operation. No, this is not going to be map operation. This is going to be filter. Okay, this is going to be filter operation. 1 second. What is the difference between filter and map? In filter operation, in map operation, it is going to affect each and every element of the list, and after execution of the operation, each and every element of the list is going to be printed. But in case of filter, all the elements are not going to be printed as output. If the condition satisfied, it may print, but ideally at first it has to satisfy the condition, and after satisfying the condition, only a few of the elements which are getting satisfying the condition, that those will be printed as output. This is this filter. Okay, so lambda is basically lambda x colon x what, x in fc. Sorry, not you cannot write like this, you have to write fc. So this fc string has to be there, this fc part has to be there in the element. So x in fc means this fc part has to be there inside the string. So as we can see, Arsenal FC includes FC, Barcelona FC includes FC, East Bengal FC includes FC, but other two elements doesn't include FC. So it will print Arsenal FC, Barcelona FC, and East Bengal FC, and other two will be eliminated, or those will be ignored. Those will not be printed. Now, okay. Now print what print yes, con3 data. Yep. So print this. Okay, now print what? We are going to print the output now. Okay, we're going to print the output now. The output is going to be con3 dot collect. We're collecting the output now. Yes, now print. There is another one, for each. You can use for each collect for printing. One second. In some cases, the output gets printed in one line. Multiple values will be printed in one line. In that case, you can use for each, so that the output gets print, or each and every element gets printed in separate line. So this is going to be a tabular format or something like that, columnar format or something. Okay. Let us see. Multiplication, division, filter 1, filter 2, filter 3, filter 4, filter 5, filter 6. Oh, it has printed a blank. Why blank? Let us see. It should not be blank, right? RDD filter x in FC. So FC is already there, right? One second, I made some mistakes maybe. Okay. Concatenation, replace is also there. Okay, got it. Sorry. This is my fault. Yes, this is quite obvious, because x is not in FC. FC is inside x, right? So that was my mistake. Sorry, extremely sorry. Yep. Now the output should get printed properly, right? Yeah, Arsenal FC, Barcelona FC, and East Bengal FC got printed. Now, as we saw, as we already saw that con 4. Now we are going to execute filter one. You already understood this fc in x. This one you already understood. I don't see anything, any other part which is common in between all the elements. So there is nothing common. You can pick one letter, but কি হলো নাও কি করবে নাও যা করছো করো ওকে এই জন্যই লাইটটা আমি করতে বলি কমিয়ে রাখতে বলি সমস্যা হবে না সাবস্ক্রাইবার নেই কোনো সমস্যা কিছু না ওকে সো RDD dot what we are going to execute the replace one. Okay, I think this this no. Oh, this has been more than one and a half hour, right? So in the next video we are going to basically revise the all these concepts that we have discussed in this video. If possible, we are going to execute the codes, and we are going to basically edit the same code, and we will modify the same thing. In the same code we are going to replace plus with minus and then multiplication, and then we with what else, in division and so on. And after that we are going to proceed with the greater than, less than, what, and after that we'll execute the operations on the list of strings till this part. And after that the replace and all will execute later on, or maybe we'll open with the next part, and at the end we will keep half an hour or 40 minutes extra in hand, and we will execute the whole part again. Okay, so this is basically the basic introduction part to the operations being executed on lists, whether may it be list of numbers or list of strings, doesn't matter. And this is how you execute operations on lists in PySpark. So this was it, and next part is going to be there by tomorrow. Okay, so we will have another session tomorrow, and by that time, if someone is watching this video, I don't know whether it will reach up to anyone or not, but if someone is watching this video, you can definitely execute those code along with me. Okay, so bye, see you, and if you like it, like, share and subscribe. That's what I can tell you. Bye.